All right, everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the Yes Entrepreneurs Group Coaching Call.
Mm.
And I'm having the honor of leading the call this week. And the thing I want to start talking about here from the beginning is teamwork, but I also want to relate it to culture. And and just have to share a little bit. I don't know if anyone from the Sunday Brunch team is going to be on, but last week, three of us traveled to Vegas to shoot with our In Harmony client. This week, two of us are traveling to New York to shoot with clients there. And it's not just getting the work done. It's not just having the skill set to get. So we're doing content creation, we're filming, we're doing interviews, we're having content for social media and for email campaigns and the websites, right? The whole integrated effort that all businesses need. And that's great. Like we can do the job. I always say that we're little Swiss Army knives of talent and skill. But the thing that I want to highlight for the girls and to you guys is the culture in which we're doing it. It's a yes culture. It's not just, hey, here, this needs to go get done, and they go do it. They raise their hand and they're like, actually, there might be a better way. Or, hey, have we thought about this? And they're so supportive. And being able to watch our teammates grow in their, and not just in their skill set, but as full people. They've grown in confidence. They've grown in the way that they have more positive self-talk, the way they expect the best in others, and having that kind of assumption that everybody has a good intention. And it's just amazing to see a group of women coming together and championing and supporting each other. And I know men do it too. So it's not just women. This team just happens to be made up of women. So it's been really amazing. And so we've been busy. So that's what's going on with us. We've been traveling, we've been filming, we've been creating content, um, and supporting our clients. And our barrier to entry for clients that we work with is clients that we care about. One of the things for me is when I was doing work for global brands, I never felt like what I did really moved the needle. So the reason I even started this company, so I could work with independently owned brands and businesses and people that I knew and believed in which case then when they win, we win. So I used to say, we'll take on any client as long as like it's one of those people or businesses where like we could be in a yoga class or on a walk and like our mind is going to wander to be thinking about their business as if it's our own. I want that level of almost like subconscious care about our clients and about their businesses and what we can do for them. So those are the clients that we are working with, and everybody has that same mindset as our team is growing. Speaking of growth, something Jim and I were just talking about that we wanted to share with you guys is about partnership. So I know that this group is all about trying to find ways to refer business to each other, support each other through new, challenges and tribulations that you're having in business, but it's also about referring business and collaborating together. So a couple weeks ago, I was invited to submit a proposal for a new champagne brand that's being launched by a woman who she's one of those HGTV stars. I'm not going to tell you which one. But I brought Jim in to consult on it, and he brought another friend of his, Diego, in on it, who is a master sommelier who helped launch Dom Perignon into America. And they've worked together on Baja United stuff before. So we had this event with, I know you guys all know Daddy O, the Mezcal of launch event we just did. So we all came together at the Daddy O launch event. The champagne client was able to get to know us a little bit better. We've been negotiating, and then they just called on Sunday and said, hey, we want to have a call Sunday afternoon, which anytime a client wants to talk on Sunday, it's good news. Like nobody wants to call with bad news on a Sunday. So they called and they said, this sounds great. We love your team. We love how you've pieced all these people together. And, we're going to proceed with you. So now we've got just this powerhouse dream team of different skill sets, and it all kind of stems from working together in this group. So I kind of want to spend a little bit of time today. This is where I'm going with this. I want to go around to everybody who's on the call. Thank you. And I want everybody to talk about not only kind of your need, your want, your offer, which we do every week, which is great. And I'm going to ask you about that, but also what do you need partnership on? Or where have you done a great partnership success story? And maybe that'll inspire somebody else on this call who maybe needs to find a solution that's beyond just their immediate circle. And when you go outside your circle, then everybody can win. So Rod, I'm going to put you in the hot seat first, since I didn't give anybody the homework in advance. And this is like a pop quiz. But what are your needs, your wants, your offer, and an example of teamwork and collaboration that has either done well for you or that you want to do?
Well, first we'll start with the end part of that and what team collaboration has happened. And what I want people to understand is that sometimes it will come from the most unlikely places, sources, things we don't know. And the example is years ago, you actually ran a press release for Gemini with the Young Entrepreneur Syndicate. And this is when we were first launching. And that story got picked up by a local news reporter who wrote an article. She actually came out and interviewed Gemini, which led to somebody reading that article. And this was at Montana's largest private Christian school. And they asked Jim and I if we would write and teach a course on leadership and entrepreneurship as an elective to their students. And of course, the answer is yes, but that was not something that was on our radar. It was not something we were looking to do. It wasn't something we had set out to do. But when somebody asked, hey, we see your skills and we've got a market for that. Would you be interested? And then you just step up. And then for the next year, we were writing curriculums and lesson plans, and you just don't know where it's going to go, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to be in the game. You have to be at least in the bleachers, maybe not on the field, but if you're in the bleachers even, you can make those connections. So I think the important thing there is to be ready and be available. And where I'm at, I'm in a different space with my journey right now, and wants, needs. If anyone, next year, my goal is to do 3 to 4 speaking gigs, and that's it. And that can be anywhere in the country. Motivational oriented, but specifically to get people to look into and reach their potential. And Rachel, you heard me speak back in May at the Montana camp, and that's kind of the gist of it. People are not tapping into their potential, and those are my wants and needs for the future, and that's something I can help with.
And I have to say that you were great at the way you spoke at that event, because you had this great storytelling arc and ability. And, I feel like personally, when I stand up in front of a group of people to talk, I'm like, here's some actionable steps. And I'm like very to the point. But you always have a beautiful narrative and a story that you're weaving and everybody follows. And that is really beautiful to watch and to experience. So thank you.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm old enough to have lots of stories. Maybe that's it.
Nice. Good. Um, who wants to go next? Don't all jump at once. Heidi, you look motivated. All right, go ahead and unmute.
Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it. Thanks, team. Grateful to be here. Let's see, needs and wants. Currently, I'm pitching a Thriving Through the Holidays online group coaching program. It'll start next Tuesday in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Come as you are. This is for me, females, but males can come too. This is going to be a program that just helps the individual to thrive through the holidays, to stay on track with their health and wellness goals, to not get off track. And so when the new year hits, you're already set up to thrive and to be your best self as the new year hits. So that'll be Tuesday evenings at 6:30. What comes with that is a mindful eating program. Individuals' unique programs for their workouts are set up for them, as well as holiday substitutes for healthy holiday recipes. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be 7 weeks of absolutely thriving.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then, hey, you know what? While you're kind of in the hot seat here,
Yeah.
I don't know if you and Lacey met, but I want to make sure that you did, because you guys also have the real estate connection too. So if you haven't already talked about that, I just want to make sure that you connect later.
Yeah, we're meeting this afternoon.
Perfect. Okay, you guys are gonna be fast friends.
And then, oh, good, thank you. And then also, because I know we got to retime, but Rod, you inspired me to say that I absolutely loved the opportunity to speak at our event that we did up in the Flathead. I would like to continue to practice speaking. So I'm just going to put that out there, whatever that could look like. And that's one of my life goals. So that in writing my book. So that's about it, team, for now.
I love it.
I can help with both of those things, Heidi.
Thanks,
Be in
Rod.
touch.
Cool. All right, Kyle, you're up, buddy.
Sorry, I had to take off mute there. Hello, hello. Good to be with y'all. I'm just continuing to go down the road just like everybody else. This call has, led to a lot of opportunities. A lot of things are still in the works. Made some great connections here that, I've been able to help people and been able to get help as well. And a lot of things I've been working on are hopefully going to come through here. But anybody out there, I guess right now, offers out here, I don't know. I got an offer sent to me from an investment partner. If anybody, let's see, he says $325,000 in Ethereum, $100,000 return, 650,000 in assets for collateral, a guaranteed payout December 1st. If anyone has the crypto willing to do this, I get deals all the time. And so just hit me up on the chat. And, if you guys are into cannabis, I'm here. Always here supporting Jim and the entire panel here with anything I can possibly offer, outside of, I guess, religious information or, what is really Three Eye Atlas. I don't have anything else.
Oh my God, with the three-eye atlas thing, so tomorrow is like the new moon. Is everybody following this too? And like it's supposed to like reset, like our 8-year cycle is ending and beginning anew tomorrow. And I don't know that we all,
We only hope.
say that again.
I crossed my fingers. I wasn't flipping anyone off. I said we can only hope. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be great. All new things are going to begin tomorrow. Be beautiful. All right, Lacey, I love your earrings. Jump in, need, want, offer, partnership.
Well, from this group so far, I've loved being in this community. Met some really cool people yesterday. Met with Rachel and got to know her a little bit better. Rachel Shurub. I'm probably butchering the last name, but she was a sweetheart. So I met her yesterday. I'm excited to talk with you today, Heidi. And then of course, Rachel, you and I are working together, and I appreciate everything that you've helped me with in my business as well. So my wants today, thank you for the compliment on the earrings. I'm going to be guesting on a podcast. I've done one podcast in the past. I love speaking. I'm really comfortable public speaking. So that is definitely something, Rod, I'm very interested in. Any opportunities around that. And I love speaking around operations and administrative and that type of scope of things. I don't think a lot of people really realize what goes into the back end of real estate. Whether you're a realtor, lender, escrow, title, ops person. I am very passionate about the operations side and streamlining systems and workflows. So that's what I love to talk about. And I love to help administrative type of people to get out of the mindset of I'm just an assistant, I'm just an admin, it's just a job. I don't like that mentality, and you can really go a lot further if you look at the real estate industry as an opportunity for you too, with stability in pay. So there's opportunities to make a lot of money in doing that, and also being really good at it. So speaking opportunities, and of course, I'm always looking for more introductions to people who need the type of services that I offer. So yeah, that's that.
Okay, so when you guys are talking about like the earrings and the podcasting and the speaking and all of that, I have to tell you, I don't know if you saw Jim on social media yesterday when he was speaking at that event in Florida, and he had the cowboy hat on, right? Same thing last couple weeks ago when he was in Newport, he was at the Daddy-O event, had the cowboy hat on. Today, he's at the airport, cowboy hat on. And this is not an accident. We have talked about this with him many, many times. And we started this years ago because when we were rebranding him from Jim, the Newport Beach guy, to Jim, the Montana guy, I was like, you need a signature thing. And it's going to be the hat. And you're going to wear the hat all the time. Every time you speak or you're at a conference or you're getting photographed, you're going to have that hat on. And there have been some moments where he was like, are you sure? Like we're in Newport Beach a couple weeks ago. I was like, yes, you've got to wear it. And it was a huge conversational topic. And it's a way for people to remember him. So he even said today, he was like, a couple people stopped me in the airport because of the hat, or a couple people remembered me at the event because of the hat. So the earrings doesn't have to be those ones, but it can be. Have a signature thing that's your thing, and it will go a really long way. And it doesn't have to be obviously a hat. I had a friend of mine one time, she wore glasses all the time, like really fun, funky glasses. And then I found out later she didn't even have a prescription in them. It was just the glass. She just wanted to be known as the girl with the glasses. So, you know, take that for whatever you will. But you can get creative and make it your own. And I'm really glad that you're spending the time to make the rounds with everybody and like get in and start doing the partnership work with people in this community, because it's going to help grow your business. And by the way, Lacey, I know we're getting together on Thursday, which I'm very much looking forward to. We're going to be meeting in person, which normally we Zoom everybody, but we're rebranding Lacey's business, and we've got new name. We're going to have a new logo. We're going to have a photo shoot coming up. So we're rebranding her as a brand as well as her company, and the description and what they do and how they do it. And so that she can go walk into 2026, like ready to go, and have the growth that she's ready for. So, okay, I'm going around. Tyler, do you want to jump in next with your needs, your wants, your offers, and any kind of partnership or example that you want to share?
Yeah, sure. You guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm Tyler. I'm a chiropractor in Kalispell here. Pretty much my needs, I'm trying to learn more about starting my own business. My goal is to start my own practice within the next year or two. Public speaking is one of those things where I'm trying to get involved in. At our office right now, we do a lot of different booth events, and pretty much all the major events in our valley here. So that gives me an opportunity to kind of learn more, but there's always a need to learn more public speaking skills. Pretty much what I want is to get involved more with the community when I can, and just kind of learn from more business people, more entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Tyler, maybe I missed it, but what is your business?
I'm a chiropractor.
Oh, can you put the link to your website on the back end of school or in the chat here so everybody can see it?
Sure. Yeah, I'm just a associate right now, but I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, and are you a chiropractor specifically in anything, one thing, or are you more like holistic with multiple different areas of practice?
Yeah, so the technique that I practice is called Gonstead. It's very analysis heavy, so we do a lot of x-ray, we do a lot of different tests to see what's wrong and what's not, and how we can better improve the person instead of just guessing. That's kind of what we focus more on.
Is that all available on your website? All that description?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah.
And do you work only with local clients, or do you have clients all over?
We have clients all over, I'd say within the most probably 2 to 3 hours outside of Kalispell. We do have a bunch of patients who travel from far away just to see us, which is cool. Cool to see. Yeah.
Thank you for the name of the business. Please try to put the website link too, so it's easy for people to click. That'd be great.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And we also have a lot of like tools on the back end of the school platform. As you're learning more about running a business, the operations of a business, the branding, the marketing, there's the tons of stuff back there. If you haven't checked it out yet, let me know.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. And Rod helps me with that too, because I know him from church. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right. And then iPhone. I don't know your name, but I'm sorry. I think I should know your name, but I don't. Black hat, black t-shirt, and it says peace on it. And it says
Wait,
iPhone.
is that a Place shirt? I'm so curious to know who that is too. That's where I used to work.
He's gone. Oh no,
Wow.
we offended him.
My gosh.
Where'd he go? Okay, wait, was
I
it
think he went to
peace?
unmute and clicked himself out. I think he might be coming back.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, almost. This is so funny. Did it say peace or place?
That's definitely the Place logo. That's got to be the Place
There we
logo.
go.
Yeah, Place.
It's
That's the Place logo.
What is place?
It's a nationwide prop tech company that realtors and team owners partner with for tech and different things.
It is.
All right.
Yes.
You've got the floor.
Okay. Yeah, everybody hear me? Because I wasn't sure if I was on or not. Good. All right. Yes. Sorry about that. I know that was a weird hiccup and everything. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Yeah, Place is a company that I work with, Beckman's Real Estate. My name is Trent Cook, and Place is a company that we're partnered with. We're one of two teams in Montana. They're a national company that just basically brings a lot of cool tech, a lot of AI stuff into the real estate world, and so we're partnered with them, which is pretty fun to get to use all these cool tools and see the cutting edge of the real estate side of things. So I mean, I'm here in Flathead Valley. I live in Whitefish, operate in Kalispell quite a bit. As far as needs and wants go, I mean, just meeting people really, and this was kind of why Jim invited me to this group, was just so that be part of network and community and reaching out. So I mean, referrals are always awesome. But also, I mean, since I got the floor, Jim had put me in touch with Rob Bailey, and a couple other people, and his wife Samantha, and everybody's kind of just pooling together to help launch a little company here, which we'll talk more of in later weeks once we get the ball rolling a little bit better. But I just wanted to shout out to those guys and to anybody who maybe hasn't experienced it for themselves yet. This just the networking, the group, and the whole purpose of this is I've seen it in real time just in this last couple weeks, and it truly made a huge difference. And I wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without it. So, just shout out to the group for that, the whole system. So I'm very glad to be here.
Nice. Fantastic. Good. All right. Let's see. Did everybody get a chance to go? If anybody is not on camera, I can't see them, just jump in or raise your hand. Maybe like Jocelyn, I don't know if you want to jump in. Or not, no pressure.
I'll jump in real quick here, Rachel.
Sure.
Kyle, I sent a private chat to you and I didn't know if you received that. I was just wondering if you had been in touch with or know Jonas Crafts from Prime My Body, used to be with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he's hooked up. They've done a lot of medical studies with NFL players and the chronic brain damage using CBD and CBG. But if you need information to get connected with him with the medical brain studies they've been doing and stuff, might be very helpful with your line.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so I don't have your contact information, Kyle. Are you on school?
I don't think I've followed through with that yet. I got a lot going on.
All right. Yeah. Put your contact information in the chat and I'll send you an email and a link to get you hooked up.
Yeah, grab it. You can grab it from Jim too. Anytime.
Very good. All right. Got it, Kyle. Thanks.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to tell everybody is last week I wasn't on the call, I don't think. And it's because I was in Vegas filming Office Hours with David Meltzer. And there's this recording studio at the Wynn called Sirius XM Studio. And we're filming the 9th season of this show. And there've been a ton of different guests on it. They basically go on and there's panel discussions, there's interviews, everyone from like Andy Frisella, Chris Garner, Damon John, like there's a ton of people who have been guests on this show. And it's not just the filming that's really amazing. And I go almost every time because of my clients, but also the green room is amazing for networking and collaborations and partnership. And I'm mentioning it to you guys because we're filming again in December 9th and 10th. And we'll be at the Wynn in Las Vegas, the Sirius Studio, 9th and 10th. Now, it is normally like, it could be up to $10,000. It's a pay to play. And this is like a PR secret that most people don't tell you. If you're not like a Damon John or an Andy Frisella who gets invited to do and speak and be places for free, the rest of us, we have to pay to be there. So, but because I've had clients and I've been involved for a very long time, anyone that I know who wants to be on the show can be on the show for $5,000, which is like half the amount. So it's a friends and family kind of a rate, but you go, you film, you're in the green room all day. Then you get to go to the VIP dinner at night where there's another panel and more networking. And I mean, it's dinner with like 50 of your closest, nearest and dearest friends, and everybody is there. It's like in the spirit of partnership, right? It's kind of like what we do here, except for it's on steroids. So I'm going to share with you guys a link to David Meltzer TV, where you can check out office hours. If you are interested in being there or filming or, you know, having that be a part of your branding or your marketing budget for the year ahead, we normally film maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So I'll put that in school and just let me know. But those filming dates are Tuesday, December 9th and Wednesday, December 10th. So just let me know. And I got all the details that you're going to want to have if you need more information. So you can talk about promoting your business, your brand, your books, whatever. So lots of opportunity there for anybody that has that in their budget. So anyways, with that in mind, I think we are coming up on time here for today, but I appreciate you all. I'm rooting for you all. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a
Bye.
great week.